Hi, Trader Tina here once again from ShortMeTina.com with my daily recap. Today's Friday. No, today's not Friday. Where am I? The days. Today is Monday. I do know that. Today's Monday, so happy Monday. We just came off of a weekend, so hopefully your weekend was enjoyable. Most importantly, all things considered, hopefully your weekend was at minimum safe and you spent it doing things you wanted to do and you spent it with family or at minimum again doing things you wanted to do. So again, today is Monday. Happy Monday. Thank you so much for being here. Do me a solid before we jump into a recap of the overall markets. Thumbs up and comment in the comment section again when you engage with the videos via comments, likes, hearts. It effectively gets these videos, these free videos, might I add, these free videos out to traders just like yourself, perhaps looking for perspective on particular stocks or the markets in general. All right, so thumbs up, comment in the comment section, let me know your thoughts. We all have thoughts. Anyway, right now, what we're looking at is the S&P 500, the SPY. It's a daily chart. I really just want to focus in on price action from mid-February when this entire thing occurred, this entire black swan event, whatever you want to call it, this 40, north of 40, over 30% decline, subsequent rally. I just want to focus in on this. So we're off about 1.7% on the day, close at 281.76. What I've been paying attention to, and it's a range, right, that 280 to let's say 285 level. It's representative of resistance, and we're kind of in that range right now with this close of 281.76. You can see it right here. It's kind of like that highlighted area. So for me, if we can remain above that area, which we're kind of doing right now, if we can remain above that, I can see us catapulting to around 300 a little bit over that relatively quickly. So far, the last few days, it seems as though we're actually having a hard time. We're in that 285 to 285. Let me reframe. Rephrase. Let me state that differently or make it clearer. We're in that 280 to 285 range, right? And we spent the last few trading days within that range. So for me, if we actually get above there, once again, we're going to catapult to around 300. If we cannot, right? If we cannot successfully get over there with volume, in my opinion, we're going to take another or the next leg down. And again, for the past few trading days, the market, the SPY in particular, has had a very difficult time trading above or maintaining or sustaining that range once it gets to 280, right? It'll get to 280, 281, perhaps even close to 285. A few days ago, we went as high as 287.30, and then we fell back down. So it's not to say we're not getting into that range. We are. We're just having a hard time sustaining that, and that's actually quite telling. If we continue to do that, again, more than likely, we're going to take the next leg down. What else? All right, and so we have the IWM, and so I have here, can it hold above 120 question mark? And this is actually a very interesting pattern. It's actually it's a pattern I like to trade when I'm longing stocks and when I'm shorting it, right? So I'll explain to you what I'm looking at. So daily chart, again, we're down about 1.2%. We closed at 120.60. You can see here we have that hard crash, right? A hard crash followed by a period of consolidation. So right now what we're in is a period of consolidation. So normally speaking, after you have a directional move, which you had in the IWM, obviously that direction is down. You have sideways movement, digesting that. What typically happens, and it's not being reflected right now because we're trading at the upper end of the range rather than the lower end of the range, but what generally happens is you have the leg down, trade sideways, and then you have a continuation of the pattern. And obviously a continuation would mean a break below this support line here of around, let's say, $95 to $100. Hence why 120 is critical and relatively important for me, because if it actually trades above 120, more than likely we won't have that next leg. We won't have that next leg down. We'll have a leg up. But again, I like these patterns and I tend to trade them because they are generally continuation. You usually see it in uptrends, and I have a few other stocks that I'm going to talk about today, but I don't think there's any that specifically shows the opposite of this. If I am talking about a particular stock, that demonstrates that I'll relay it to you. But Again, it'll just be the opposite of this. So in the uptrend, you'll have an uptrend, consolidation, and then a continuation. So right now, based on what I'm seeing now, you had the decline, consolidation. More than likely, we're going to take a next leg down unless we can do what I'm asking here, which might be rhetorical. Can it hold above 120? Which it's actually hanging by a moment, right? Wasn't that there's a pop quiz? Let me know that artist. I know there was that song, like a 90s or maybe it was an early 20s pop song, right? Hanging by a moment, something like that. Anyway, hanging by a moment or by a thread here, sitting at 120.60. If we open up and we're down, it's going to sort of further, I wouldn't say confirm my thesis, but it'll be a nudge in that direction, me thinking that we're actually going to take a next leg down. Time will tell. We will see. What else? All right, and so I'm going to go really quickly right now and just talk about a few of potential plays that I'm paying attention to for this week, perhaps even next week. Oftentimes I'll pay attention to a stock for weeks, oftentimes months before I even make a trade, and so I'll let you know some of the ones that I'm paying attention to. Do understand that I can be paying attention to take the trade on both the long and short side. Paying attention to it does not mean that I'm going to long it. Paying attention does not mean that I'm going to short it. Paying attention means just that. I'm paying attention. It does not even mean that I'm going to trade it. So one of the things that was in the news today a lot, and I've been doing my best. I've been doing my best to avoid just being bombarded with financial news. Yes, I'll take maybe an hour or two to sort of peruse different financial sites that I like just to kind of see what's going on. But I find that I'm an often better trader when I'm not plugged in 24/7, and especially being in quarantine and having not much to do, it's often easy to get sucked into being in the news cycle 24/7, and that does not necessarily help my trading. So disconnecting every so often. But so oil was actually in the news today, and so that's one thing that I'm going to be paying attention to within the next few trading days, weeks, perhaps even months. So right now it's a daily chart. Let's just zoom out to the monthly chart, ticker USO, and you can see here, right? And sometimes, again, you got to look at the bigger picture, and then you zoom in, top down. You can see here the writing was on the wall right here last month when you had about a 55% decline in ticker USO, right? You broke that support level that dated back to 2016. You can see it here in 2020. That's about 4 years. So you broke that 4-year support level right here. Always look at volume, confirming volume. So this tells you everyone is unloading. So that was the writing on the wall for me. Daily chart, obviously we're down 11% on the day, closed at 373. Close relatively close to session lows of 370. I know conventional wisdom tells you to short this, or conventional wisdom will tell you to not long this, but I'm pretty sure this is going to get a bounce, and when it gets that bounce, the bounce is going to be to the tune of around 20 to 40%. I don't think it's going to happen tomorrow, but I think it's going to happen soon. So I'll let you know that I'm actually looking to play this on the long side. So pay attention. You're going to get that rally with this. A nice 30 to 40% pop in a relatively short period of time. What else are we paying attention to? All right, also paying attention to ticker XLV, healthcare ETF, trading relatively close to all-time highs, right? Look at that. Talk about a V-shaped, right? V-shaped, closed at 99.98. We're down about 0.79% on the day. We went as high as 101.41. Trade is setting up. Definitely, I can see myself entering that within the next few weeks. What else am I paying attention to? Paying attention to gold. I've spoken about gold many times in the past. Multi-year chart here clearly states that the stock, or rather the gold ETF, broke out of resistance in August, and this is multi-year resistance going back to 2013. Again, the area is highlighted for you. Going back to 2013, we're in 2020. You had the breakout middle last year in August. Like I said, it broke out. You had that pullback, and it's breaking out again. You see a quote of 159.70. Gold is acting very bullish. And what else? And I spoke to you folks about Tesla, I believe on Friday or sometime last week. Disclaimer, it's a trade we entered in the premium member community, closed at 746.36, so we're down about 1% on the day, but don't take your eyes off of Tesla, because you know when this stock runs, it tends to run quickly, and again, in conjunction with what's going on with oil, definitely this is going to be affected. In which way, I don't know, but I'm liking Tesla. Put it on your watch list, and let's wrap it with Walmart. Spoke about Walmart. What did I say? Again, another trade we took in the premium member community, worked out very well for us. Again, I'm just really looking in the market for really good potential trades, and they're not always there, but some of that you can find them. In an example, Walmart and Tesla, these are trades that we took, I want to say, within this month, the month of April. So it's not to say we took these trades, although we've been in and out of Tesla and Walmart. I want to say within the last, these are stocks that we trade. I wouldn't say often, but it's not the first time we've been in this trade. But anyway, most recently entered a position in April, materialized rather quickly, and I'm bringing it to your attention once more again. Closed at 129.85. We're down slightly, right? We're down slightly, down about north of 2%. But if you consider just about a little over a month ago, the stock was trading in the low 100s. It just tells you how much it's appreciated, and I've stated before that I think that this can get to 150 or north of 150 within the upcoming week. So still huge potential upside in my opinion, all right? So let's cap it there before I babble even longer. All right, so Tina here once again from ShortMeTina.com. If you enjoyed any portion of that video, do 3 things for me. 1, comment in the comment section. Again, give this video a thumbs up. It helps to get it out to other traders. That's the first thing. 2, I do videos every single day, Monday through Friday. When the stock market is open, expect a video. As such, if you want to ensure that you do not miss any, subscribe to our YouTube channel at ShortMeTina. And the very last thing that I'm going to ask you to do right now, what we're doing on our website is hosting a free 14-day trading course, essentially detailing a lot of the things that I've learned trading the stock market for the last north of 20 years, a long time. So no credit card required, none at all. All we ask for is your email address so we can know where to send the information to, where we can send the course to. So if that's something you're interested in, definitely head on over to our website, ShortMeTina.com, sign up, become a member. Thank you for listening, and as always, thank you for the support. Happy Monday, stay safe, and I'll talk to you back here again tomorrow.